Sunshine State where the nerds live. There's a YouTuber who's leading the way. Yeah. He's got a passion for all things nerdy. Dungeons and Dragons, his world's not blurry. From comics to movies, he's got it all. He's an Outpost nerd living in a geeky world with his lightsaber shining. He's a Star Wars swerve through galaxies and adventures. He'll take you there, take you there. He's an Outpost nerd, no one can compare. Nerd power, yeah, he's the king of nerds, catching that flare.
What's up, my nerd geeks and dweebs, and welcome to another transmission from the Outpost Nerd. I am the nerd of the Outpost, and on this transmission, we're going to be reviewing the second trailer for Supergirl coming out next month. So let's get started. So this is them connecting this movie with Superman from last summer, which I really like. I was kind of a fan of this version of Superman we got with it's the Boy Scout, the old golly gee kind. So let's see what's she doing out in space. Out just playing with Crypto. There he is. There's Soups. See, this is what I think this Superman is failing to realize. She knew Krypton. She grew up on Krypton. She has memories of her family, of losing her planet. She witnessed this destruction of Krypton, and Crypto here, the little dirty little puppy, he's so cute. He's the only connection she has left to him, Krypton. And well, because when Superman was just a baby when it was destroyed. So for him, I don't think he's understanding the grief and sorrow and that she's been going through. And that's what we're going to see in this movie. We're going to see a Supergirl who's almost, I would say, either has PTSD or survivor's guilt. She goes to planets with red suns to get drunk, so alcohol it affects her, and that's why she keeps going off world. So let's continue. So we see, this tells me we're gonna see the Bottle City. So maybe some Brainiac action. Let's see. Let's continue. Shall we? There's Zor-El. Yep. That's why Crypto's so. We're gonna see why Crypto's so important to her. There it is, the Space RV. I like that little ship. That's an interesting, simple little ship. Ruh-roh. Oh, that's just bad form. You don't hurt another person's dog. Ooh, this is a bad guy. That's a bad dude. So what we're gonna see is the story is basically looks like it's gonna be Crypto gets poisoned by the bad guys. She has to go find the bad guys to get the poison's antidote. So, I mean, that's a simple, honest story. So let's see how this. I'm wondering how this is going to play out. I don't know that director off the top of my head. Mm. So this has also got a bit of revenge story in it. So that's an interesting combination, I think. Yeah, just sit there and let the Kryptonian do her job. Ooh, there he is, the main man. One of the main reasons I'm excited for this. For years, Jason Momoa and his fans have wanted him to play Lobo, and we're finally getting it. This is an example of studios listening to people, listening to their audience. June 26th. So it looks like June is going to be a big month for movies. We got He-Man coming out June 5th, I believe, and now this June 26th. Showing off her power. Oh, his bike. So cool. Lobo and his bike. It's a part of the character. It's a part of him. So cool. Okay, she goes from her coat in the beginning and basically a t-shirt and looks like regular clothes, and now she's in her super suit. So I'm wondering what's going to bring about that change. Because even in Superman, we didn't see her really in her super suit in the post credits scene she was in. We didn't really see her in this regalia, and it's a good suit. I like the suit that has kind of the cape come over the shoulders, almost to the front like that. I like it. It's hmm. Let me go back a little bit. I want to see something. She's got the skirt. Okay. I'm wondering if that's dirt or maybe kryptonite poisoning. Because I've seen versions of kryptonite poisoning. It's almost like the blood vessels turn radioactive and it comes up the neck, almost like in Iron Man when he had the poison, the poisoning in Iron Man 2. Let's continue. This is basically a girl and her dog story. You know, this is what it is. Oh, cool. Okay. Oh, and his chain. Yep. 26 coming to IMAX. So this is going to be an interesting movie. I'm looking again. I'm looking forward to this. When I see a movie, I don't go in thinking I'm going to hate this. I go in thinking, hoping for the best. I do, and they picked a great actress to play Supergirl. Um, they picked, I think, a good, simple story elements. You know, you got Millie Acock, Jason Momoa, David Cornsweet is back, uh, Emily Beecham as Alora, um, David Kernholtz as Zor-El is going to be interesting. He a lot of people remember him as the head elf in Santa Claus. He did a bunch of TV. I've seen him in a bunch of stuff. So I'm cautiously optimistic. You know, this story, I think looking at this trailer, it's basically down to how would you feel if you lost everything except your dog and you had that threatened to be taken away from you? What would you do? How far would you go to save the only piece of your past life you have left? And that's basically what I think it looks like this story is going to be about. So I'm cautiously optimistic as always, but I'm looking forward to this movie. So if you want to support the Outpost, go to buymecoffee/Outpost Nerd. Help me grow the channel. Share, like, subscribe, share to all your friends. And thank you to Squab Bob, Divinity Said, Cake or Death, and Bertrand850 for already helping me financially with this and being some of my biggest supporters. I love you all. I love the whole audience that I have here that we grown at the Outpost. And so I want to grow it bigger. I want to be able to do this full time and just share my love, my passion. Because like I always say, find your passion and nerd out about it. I'm the nerd of the Outpost. Love y'all. I'm gone.